Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever this video finds you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You may or may not have seen my shorts already, but that's okay. This is going to be my first full-length YouTube video. Now, to start off my channel, we're going to be delving into the world of Am I the Asshole? I don't know if I can say that yet, so if you hear a bleep or a quack or even a meow, it's because you can't cuss on YouTube yet. So, without further ado, let's dive into the delicious world of Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole? I opened a cat toy that wasn't for my cat. Context. My stepmom has 2 cats in X area, and I have one where I live. She went to go on a 2-day business trip. Before then, she bought a cat toy for her cats, but I had no idea. The night after she left, my cat was trying to get into his toy cabinet for whatever, and I opened it for him and I saw the toy. I thought, oh yay, another new toy for Boo. And instinctively, I let him play with it. When I said opened in the title, I meant I took it out of its box. I didn't really think much of it until my stepmom came back. She saw the thing and said that it wasn't for Boo, it was for her cats. She then said, You're dead. And I apologized, and she just said, no, you're dead. Well, okay. She never had ever been aggressive towards me, and for her to be like that to me really caught me off guard, since I've done worse. Okay, is it really that huge of a deal, or is she overreacting? Did I really deserve all of that? I do know that it wasn't right of me to do that, but I genuinely had no idea, and now I don't know what to do. Okay, in my humble opinion, I think she was overreacting, but you could have checked. If you were at her house, you could have checked. A little text could have been fine. But, I mean, you could just replace it. You could just replace the toy or just give it to the cats. Cats don't really care. At least mine don't. I mean, it's no big deal. Just either give her the money or replace it, in my opinion. You're dead? I had no idea there was a zombie writing this post. Haha. This is an overreaction. Just offer to pay her back or replace it, and not the asshole, in my opinion. Next one. Am I the asshole for wanting my sister's room when she moves out? I have siblings, so as a former child myself, I think I have some say in this kind of a post. There are 3 rooms in my house, excluding my parents' room, but that isn't relevant here. Okay, one is really small. Yeah, we all have that one box room, like the size of a walk-in closet. One is a bit bigger and one is gigantic. Okay, yes, I can vision that. And has the door to our backyard. Oh, never mind, I can't vision that. When we moved in, my brother, 23, got the biggest one, my sister, 20, got the medium one, and I, 18, of course, the youngest, got the smallest. When my brother moved out, I got my sister's room, and my sister got my brother's room. And the plan was that when my sister moved out, I then got the biggest room. So, the brother got the biggest room, so the sister now has the biggest room. Okay, so you want the biggest room. That's fine, it's the one living there, they're not living there. So I just assumed that was the last time we discussed it. It was a year ago, you assumed that was a plan, yes. This was until yesterday when my sister was talking about how she was excited to move out, and I joked that I was excited to get her room. I mean, you could have said something like, you'll miss her, or... I mean, it's context dependent. Okay, siblings joke about everything. I mean, I always joked about not missing my siblings if I moved out, but now I miss them dearly. When I said that, her tone instantly shifted, and she said something along the lines of, well, we don't really know that if that's what we're doing. It's up to our parents. I was confused because I didn't recall anything about the plan changing since we last talked about it. So I asked my mum, who was also in the room, assuming she'd correct my sister, But she said basically the same thing of who would have the room then? If you're not having the bigger room, you know, like when you grow older, you have bigger things, like you have bigger clothes, you have bigger shoes, you have a bigger bed. You need more space for all your things. Like, what would they do with the bigger room? I want to know that. What would they do with the extra space? I mean, they could just downsize, in my opinion, but what would they... I mean, a spare bedroom maybe for when they visit, but guests don't need that much room if they're not living there. I left it because I thought maybe my mom was answering differently because my sister was there. My sister has really random mood swings where small specific things set her off, so family tends to walk on eggshells. We have that one person in our lives, sibling, friend, whoever. We have that one person. Cut them off, darling, cut them off, they're not worth it. I waited until today before work to bring it up to my mum again, and my mum responded, your sister isn't permanently... Okay, she's not permanently moving out, she's going to uni. Okay, and I don't want to upset her by giving her... Oh, you don't want to upset her? Oh, boo-hoo, if she's going to a uni accommodation, she doesn't need it. But if she's not going to a uni accommodation... This is some context I need. Is she staying in a uni accommodation or is she staying at home? I pointed out to my brother that my brother wasn't permanently moved out either, and also moved out for university. Okay, so there's favoritism, as well as that I felt it wasn't fair to me for her to go back on the plan, which was my parents' idea. But okay, so they're just favoritism. Just to avoid upsetting my sister. Yeah, favoritism. My mum just restated that she wasn't sure if I'd get the room and walked away. She was supposed to take me to work, and before the conversation had gone out of her way to reject my brother's offer to drive me. He's staying here for the weekend, but after that conversation, she just told my brother to take me and went, Why is she mad? Why is she mad? I want to know that one. Why is your mother mad? Yeah, no, why is your mother so mad over a simple... I know it's my parents' house and ultimately they can assign us rooms however they want, but it doesn't feel fair that both siblings got a turn at the biggest room before my mum decided to change her stance. It seems especially unfair because when my sister moves out, I will be the only one still living with my parents, so the room will just sit unused. Also, it's worth noting that my sister doesn't let our dog in her room, which has the door to... Oh, it has the door to the backyard. Okay, how does the dog go? I mean, I'm assuming you have a front yard. Even just to let him out to pee, so I have to leash him and bring him out on a front yard 4 to 5... Okay, between walks. There's just extra steps when you could just let out the dog. I doubt my sister would change her mind on letting our dog in there. Even if she moved out, you have no control, darling. I could really use some options. Some outside opinions, pardon me. If I'm being entitled, please tell me so I can apologize to my mum and sister. I don't believe you're being entitled. I mean, you're right with saying it's your parents' house. I mean, if you're paying rent, you do have a say. There could be a discussion. If you are paying rent, you do have a say. But if not, it is your parents' house. And at the same time, it's quite... Whose dog is it? If it's your dog, then it makes sense you're taking it out. If it's the family dog, why are you the only one stepping up? I think people need to really just put in some effort. This poor dog has only got one person actually caring for it. Is it the family dog? Doesn't let our dog. I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming that our dog and not my dog. That it's the family dog. So why are you the only one caring for it and taking it out and walking it if it's the family dog? That makes no sense. In my opinion, if you pay rent, you have the right to upgrade. And your sister has no right in demanding which room is hers, especially if she's not going to be there or if she does not pay rent. But if she does pay rent for the bigger room, it's another issue. At the end of the day, it's your parents' house. I think people just need to step up. Especially for the dog, Jesus Christ. Talk to your dad. Like, if the mother's taking the sister's side, talk to the dad. Because it sounds like you're going nowhere with your mother or your sister. Because how would she know if you're in her room when she's not there? Just be a little sneaky about it. I mean, what's she gonna do? Kick you out? It's not even her house, darling. Like, she can't do anything. It's not her house. Anyway, you're not the asshole in my opinion, darling. Next one. Our final story is kind of a funny one, I guess. It's quick and a definite asshole in my opinion. My sister-in-law has seemed always, yes, he mixed those words up, seemed always kind of weird to me. She's kind of introverted amongst other things. Yes, 100% the weirdo over here. But I guess she's nice, pretty enough for... That's... No, girly wigs, you're the weird one. She's nice and pretty for most of the family to like her. This is your sister-in-law. She's nice, the letter N, pretty enough for most of the family to like her. Okay, so when she hosted everyone during Christmas, she was just doing her own thing. And my sister-in-law and her husband are pretty well off. Are you jealous? Are you jealous? And at some point, sister-in-law had to go somewhere and she leaves. This woman has an FKN. You know what that spells? Pink 911. Now, I had to Google this because I had no idea what this was on about, and I gagged. The car is gorgeous. My guy says, total eyesore. Has this guy ever taken an eye test? That car, beautiful car. It is fantastic. He's calling his sister-in-law weird for having taste. Maybe he's just jealous that she has money. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Anyway, total eyesore, and I tell my wife that that's kind of something a weird person would have, and she agreed. Girl, oh, you're both terrible. Have no style, have no common sense. I guess some others overheard me. Good. They have some stuff held at their place. They've had some stuff held at their place, and... Oh, like events. Oh, this person cannot write for... I'm going to add something to blurt that part out, because no swearing on my beautiful Christian channel. And we haven't really been invited. Am I the... Yes, you are the asshole, darling. What the hell? I shouldn't even call you darling. You're calling your sister-in-law weird for having a beautiful car, for having money, for being a bit shy, when you're the one calling her nice, pretty. You're the one who says, seemed always. You're the one who can't grammatically correct your sentences. Fkn. This woman has a fkn. What's a fkn? If you're gonna swear, do it. He calls the car an eyesore. This is the eyesore. His grammar is the eyesore. His personality is the eyesore. This is abysmal. This is devastating. If you think a pink car, a fucking pink car, is the worst thing in the world that a person can have, an absolute eyesore, I think you have bigger issues in your life. This person is the asshole. I can't get over, but I guess she's nice pretty enough for most of the... What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you implying? What are you implying? I don't like this. Yes, this guy's the asshole in my opinion. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Total asshole, total creep. Maybe the wife is agreeing with him because she's scared that if she doesn't, then he's gonna be more creepy towards the sister. I'm reading into this. This guy's just an asshole for calling the car an eyesore. Oh, yep. This guy's the asshole in my opinion. There we go. Thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel, and thank you for staying around till the end. Make sure to comment Squidward knows if you catch my meaning, and subscribe if you'd like to, leave a little thumbs up. and catch me in my next video.